Hello there and welcome back to the SalonTouch video channel. In this video, we're going to look at the settings of the register and learn all about the options that are available. This is very basic to making your first sale. By default, the register will only accept cash transactions until we go in and set up the other options such as credit cards, check, etc., etc. So the question is, why do we need to set up the register? We need to set up the register to select the payment options such as credit cards, check, what kind of credit cards. Are we going to allow the sale to go through using a gift item or a coupon or a gift certificate? The register is also a place where we define the taxes to be applied to the product and services. So there are federal taxes and there are state taxes, and they apply to different things. In the register, we also set up coupon items, coupons, gift certificates, and things like that. We can also check the value of the gift certificates and what's the balance remaining on them. Then there are some advanced settings for EFT or membership services that we sell, such as not sufficient payment, such as the ability to allow payment to be accepted in the salon. And then there are other settings for sales transactions that are necessary as we go along our business. So let's go ahead and look at the register and see the various places where we need to take some action. So I'm going to go to the setup. On the left side, I'm going to click on the register button. And now right in front of me are about 6 different tabs that you see here on the top. The first one is the payment keys. This is a place where you define what sort of payment options you will accept in the salon. For example, cash is by default. Do you accept credit cards? Which ones? You will define them here, American Express, or do you accept debit cards? Will you be accepting gift coupons or gift items and things like that? As you set up your business and you start using purchase points or referral points, will you be using those points as a method of payment for services or products in the salon? So this is a place where you check mark them. What this will do is create buttons in the register, in the point of sale system, that you will click for the appropriate method of payment. And so it's very, very simple, this part here. If we go to the dollar tab, the second tab here, this basically you set it up so that it's easier for you to type in the dollar amount. For example, if a customer hands you $20, instead of punching in 20.0 on the keyboard, there'll be buttons that will correspond to $20, $10, $100 that you'll just click and complete the transaction. So that's pretty much straightforward. Now we'll skip the other keys, but I'll go to the tax key here. Now this is very important. Normally you would have two kinds of taxes. One is the federal tax, the 10 tax, I believe it's 10%. And the second one could be a state tax on products such as lotions or anything else that you sell. This is a place where you define what the taxes are. And later on, as you create the tanning packages, the tanning services, or introduce the product, you will attach these appropriate taxes so that when you sell them, the taxes are automatically included in the transaction. So that's very, very important. Now, SalonTouch gives you the option to have 4 different taxes if your county or your state requires additional taxes. So let's go back to the other keys now. Now, these other 3 keys are very optional. So these other keys section is where you would define, for example, if you are going to be charging late payment fees or no-show payments, or if you're going to be selling miscellaneous products in the salon, you may just want to have the transaction recorded as miscellaneous product or miscellaneous services. If you'll be accepting your EFT or membership payments in the salon, then this is a place where you would click them. Initially, if you're not sure, just leave them as they are, because they will not prevent you from running your business. And as we introduce new services in the salon, we can always come back and update this section. Then we go to the 5th tab here, now the options tab. Again, this is some place where you would define, for example, how you want your inventory to be treated within SalonTouch. For example, do you want the inventory added back when the product is refunded, or do you want to record the inventory as first in and first out? Now, one thing to keep in mind, I did mention that for each one of these tabs and each one of these subjects, we have a detailed video on how to do each one of them. So we have a video on how to set the payment options, how to do inventory, how to set the taxes. So this is just a big overview picture of what needs to be done. Like I said, if you're not sure, just leave the default settings as they are. The last tab is the EFT tab. If you're going to be using EFT, selling EFT membership services, the ones that you deduct the amount from the customer's credit card every month, then this is a place where you would set the advanced settings like locking the draft amount or require the information to be completed before it's sold, and a lot of other things. Also, this is a place where you define whether you want to add taxes to the draft payment, membership payment, or if you want to add taxes to the draft that is frozen and things like that. So like I said, if you're not sure, just leave them as they are, and we have a detailed video that will go over the advanced settings. So to recap, the most important thing is the first tab here, the payment keys, where you will define what payment options you accept in the salon apart from cash. The second one is the dollar key. That's more for convenience. And the third is the taxes, that you will define them here. Now, there's a section here that's gift certificates, coupons. We have detailed videos on how to set up and use gift certificates within SalonTouch, how to use coupon items and things like that. But this is a place basically where you would define gift certificates if you wanted to find out what the balance was on the gift certificates, or if you wanted to find out what sort of coupon items had been you have set up in SalonTouch and things like that. So I hope this was a good overview of the register for you to get started, and look for detailed videos on each one of the subjects so that you can set your SalonTouch properly. So I hope this was useful, and we'll speak to you again soon. Thank you. Bye.